Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's recipe is all about local Ghana chips. That chips that brings back nostalgic feelings. Yeah, that is what we are about to make right now. Please stick and stay with me and I promise you will love it. My name is Enyo. We start by adding our margarine to our all-purpose flour. I'll be leaving the proportion of margarine to flour in the description box down below, so please do well to check it out. If you're in Ghana and you can lay hands off the Cook Band margarine, the brand Cook Band, please use that. It's imperative to this recipe. But if you're in the diaspora, please do well to get any margarine of your choice. You rub it in like so, and then you proceed on to adding your blended or grated garlic and onion mixture. There is a little bit of salt in there. Please be moderate with the salt, as the margarine contains a whole lot of salt, unless you are using unsalted margarine. Adding your onion and garlic blend to these chips at this level takes your chips to a whole level of tastiness, but please do well not to overwhelm it with the onion and garlic blend, because with this recipe less of the onion and garlic is actually more. So with the quantity of flour I used, I added just a finger of garlic and a very small amount of onion. Don't worry, I will leave the exact measurements in the description box, so please do well to check it out and adjust it according to your preference and the quantity you will be making. You continue kneading just like this until you get a consistency as though you are about to make a pie. Yes, that is the consistency you are going for. You go ahead to sprinkle a little amount of flour on your working surface and your rolling pin in order to prevent the dough from sticking on the working surface. So with shaping, you first cut them into stripes like this with a knife, and then you proceed onto using a scissors to cutting it into smaller stripes, or you shred it. The thinner the better, because you really want that crispy and crunchiness when you are done. So the thinner the better. There is actually a machine for shredding this, but I do not have that available, so we made use of what we had. See how simple cutting it with the scissors looks? Yes, this is the more reason why you should try this recipe out, because you have no excuse at all. We didn't have the machine, but we made it work by using the scissors. So please do want to try this recipe out. Leave a comment down below if you'll be trying it out, and come back to give me feedback how it turned out. Please consider subscribing if you haven't, and do well to catch up with all my other videos. Thank you. This particular chips requires deep frying, so it's okay to go all out with the oil. Since my onion didn't do the chill sound, it meant that it wasn't ready, so we had to wait a while. We go ahead to sprinkle a little amount of flour on the fried chips in order to prevent it from sticking together in the oil. Please take note that this chips doesn't really take that much time to fry, so you really have to be consistent in stirring it and separating it to prevent it from sticking together, and also to enable it fry up gently and evenly, because if you leave it, some portion may get burnt whilst other portions will not be well fried at all. So be consistent in stirring but gentle in order not to break them apart. At at this point our chips is ready. This is the color you want it to be. Then you just take it out of the oil, because if you leave it further it will burn even after you keep it in the cooling rack, because this chips continues the cooking process even after you've taken it out of the oil. I don't know whether I'm making sense, but you see, if you leave this in the oil further for it to brown more, by the time it will cool off, the color would have intensified and the cooking process would have still continued. That will result in it burning. So let it be just right or just done. Then you take it out of the oil for it to relax and brown up in the cooling rack or baskets. You continue for all the other ones left until you are done. Like I always say, I'm not selfish at all, so kindly take one piece of this and have a taste and tell me how it tasted. I will wait. So yummy, right? Yeah, super crunchy and super tasty. Please try this and I bet you will love it. Look at how beautiful and crispy this chips looks. Yes, it tasted way better. I don't even want to exaggerate. Even if I want to, it is simply not an exaggeration, because these chips actually tasted so good. You really need to try this recipe out and I bet you will love it. If you've watched up until this point, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with me. I bet you learned a thing or two. Please do what to like, share, comment and subscribe. Please remember to click on the post notification bell down in order not to miss out on all the interesting videos coming up. Until I come your way next time with more interesting videos like this, please stick and stay tuned. Bye.